Hello and welcome to the Irregular Show. I am your host, Nico, alongside my co-host, Peter Dinklage. How are you, Peter?
I'll take that. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, all right.
I'll take being called Peter Dinklage any day.
He's not Peter Dinklage. He's not that good of an actor. But he does have...
I'm definitely not.
He does have the same height. So, bam. It wasn't as good of the bam as I thought it would be.
And today's episode also brought to you by the book Legends Star Wars The Old Republic.
They didn't pay us anything. I don't know what you're doing.
It's a great book. I've gotten through the whole thing. Nico's only on chapter 5. That's really embarrassing. But it's
You
a great
don't
book.
read fucking books?
Anyway, no, moving on.
Trying to claim that he reads books. Motherfucker can't even read his own handwriting.
I just thought that would be a good bit for like 5 seconds. I don't know.
It's just like, where did you think it was going to go?
I don't know. I thought it was going to go lots of places. Speaking of going places.
Okay.
The show Invincible is going very many places. I love it. I actually haven't gotten to season 2 yet, but I'm going to work my way there. I'm watching back through season 1. I know you haven't watched it yet, but I think you should. I think you'd really enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it around lately. It's been a big meme show or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it on the internet. It looks pretty good. I like the guy who voices the main guy. I forget his name.
Sean Yu.
Something like that. But anyhow, I don't know why I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been busy with other things.
Okay,
So
picture this. I'm gonna set up a scene for you, and
This ought to
then
be
you're
good.
gonna definitely go watch it later. So I think it's in episode 2. Mark hasn't gotten his powers yet, and his dad says he should get them any day, right? So he's at work. Imagine you're at work one day, and they say, Nico, take the garbage out to the dumpster, right? You walk out to the dumpster, you throw the first bag in. It's kind of heavy, almost breaks on you. Oh shit! And you pick up the second one. You go to toss it in, and you just launch that motherfucker into space with like 0 effort. What's your reaction?
damn.
Yeah, I'd be fucking stoked. I'd be like, I have super strength, and then I'd immediately try and fly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the logical conclusion. I would try to fly too.
Oh yeah, I would immediately try and take off, and if I could, oh, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
To wrap on what?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I
Wait,
don't.
no. So if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Super speed.
Really, just super speed, nothing else?
Well, I mean, you've got at super speed at like Flash levels. You've got the power to turn back time. You can go faster than Superman.
Can you?
Usually, yes.
No, yeah, I know. He can. Yeah, it's proven.
I know. There's just a lot you can do with super speed. I don't know. It kind of seems like a super OP power to me.
In terms of being like a realistic, useful, you're the only person in the world that has superpowers, so what are you going to use it for anyway? Super speed makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I will say.
A fun one would be like anything's like Superman powers. That would just be fun to have.
Obviously that would be fun, but then like, you know, power might corrupt, bro. You might be like,
Power
oh,
might
fuck.
corrupt you for sure.
Oh, that's why I said it's a wrap. If I ever had super
Yeah, it's a
strength
wrap on
and
like humanity, the
yeah.
Earth.
Oh, I'm definitely trying to punch a hole through the Earth. I'm like not through like to destroy it, but
I was about
like
to say you might have some dire consequences.
I
want to
see if
no matter
I,
whether or not you
like-
have superpowers, like you just might get fucked up trying to do something
Just,
like that. You hit the Earth's core and you're like fucked.
Well, what if
Not even that, like way before then. But
what if I am that durable though, and I can just punch and like fly through the Earth, right? Like it's just a human-sized hole, so it wouldn't be like detrimental to the Earth. It would just be me flying to the center of the Earth, getting there and being like, "Whoa, it's hot," and then flying out. I don't know.
You see what I have to deal with on a daily basis? This is the bullshit I have to deal with on a daily basis.
I'm just saying. He's supposed
I'm
to get
just
his power
saying,
any day.
just-
He walks out to throw the garbage out at work, and he just launches a motherfucking bag of trash into space. It's awesome.
So you got launched into space. Garbage.
I'm a trash boat, not bag. There's a difference.
What if the trash lands in a boat?
It's a barge.
Then you're fucked.
It's a barge.
A boat, a barge.
Anyway, you got any movie recommendations for the week?
Movie recommendations for the week.
We've talked about Invincible. Go watch Invincible. It's a good show. He's going to watch it at some point.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
Let me see. Is there anything... You know what's funny? Movies have kind of sucked this year.
Oh, dude, so bad, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really, nothing's jumped out at me.
There is a movie I'm excited that's going to come out, but now I can't remember what it is. Hold on.
You know what movie I'm excited failed?
What?
Marvel's Eternals.
That movie failed a long time ago.
I know, but I'm so glad it did.
I didn't I was like, I'm not going to watch this movie. It's going to be bad. Like, I knew the only saving grace to it for me was Kumail Nanjiani. I love him. But I still didn't watch it. And then, maybe 5 months ago, I watched it. And I was like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't even see the movie to know it was horrible.
Dude,
it
fucks up a lot of the Marvel continuity that they have going on, because now there's a giant fucking Titan hand coming out of the planet.
Well, that's what happens when you go woke, you go broke. They went with, we're going woman power, woman only, gay people, nothing wrong with gay people, but it's just not everything has to be gay. Can we just do something normal? And even Bob Iger came out and said recently that, what did he say? He said that, we've been focused too much on appeasing, certain basically it was we've been focused too much on wokeism and not enough on storytelling. Yeah. And I was like, well, if you fired Kathleen Kennedy, I'm going to say that once every fucking podcast now until it fucking happens.
By the way, you can tell what episode of the podcast we're on by what chairs we're sitting in. Just remember that.
Why?
I knew you were going to say that.
How does that work?
It doesn't. I just wanted to say that really badly. Because we're always in different chairs sometimes.
Is your autism acting up?
A little bit.
Jeez.
I'm just here to have a good time, my friend.
I'm surprised you're even here on this planet. What the fuck is going on in your brain so much that, I have to edit these podcasts, So I go through these podcasts. You know how often you just go, bowling shoes?
Bowling shoes.
I'm talking about a fucking thing. I've got this nice direction we're going in. I'm talking about how much Kathleen Kennedy sucks. And then you're like, cheers. What the fuck goes on in your head?
Well, honestly, I had written that down a few days ago to say, and I was just waiting for a good moment to say it. And
why did you pick that moment? That made no fucking sense.
It made a lot of sense because you had mentioned that you were going to say something about Kathleen.
Who mentioned chairs?
Who? I didn't say anything about chairs.
Yes, you did. You just said you can tell which episode of the podcast we're on by the chairs.
I said,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Because you said episode of the podcast. You said you're gonna say some shit about Kathleen Kennedy being fired every podcast, and I said you can tell what episode of the podcast we're on by what chairs we're sitting in. Just like that. Just looked in the frame and said it because why the fuck not?
Oh. Your thought process is so illogical.
But it's fun, isn't it?
When am I going to
being on a roller coaster?
I'm going to hit you live. It's going to be awesome.
We're going to live stream it. No, but I did remember the movie that I was excited about, and I think you would be excited about it too because it's got, what's his name, Nick Johnson. The guy that plays Nick Miller in that Zooey Deschanel show.
Zooey Deschanel show.
You know the movie Tag?
Yes.
You know the pothead guy?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That guy. He made a movie. A movie's coming out, I think, next year maybe, where basically he's in a game where he has to, in the trailer, Andy Samberg pulls up in a limo, and he's like, Andy Samberg?
Hey, when was the first time you played tag?
That's a good question. Probably not until I moved to Roxbury.
All right, well, how about hide and seek? Do you see how much that's fucking annoying?
But wait, no, because we used to play Manhunt in my hometown.
Yeah.
And we used to go hard when we would play Manhunt, right? So me,
what was that?
We used to go hard in the effing paint. When
You're not making it any better.
No, we used to like be super serious about Manhunt, and when we would all gather up at somebody's house in my neighborhood because a bunch of us lived in the same neighborhood, and we would wear black. My friend one time wore like black running shorts with like those like compression pants underneath, black shoes, black gloves, a beanie, and a fucking black robe.
Like you're about to rob a house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now that I think about it, we got a lot of dirty looks that night.
Yeah.
We were all dressed in black.
You're an idiot.
Like a big group of teenagers just running around dressed in all black with like beanies on
Hiding
and
very
shit.
close to houses.
Hiding in people's backyards, dude. But, like literally like laying in their bushes and shit. Oh, God.
How did you not? Dude,
I don't know. It was a
the
nice
thing is,
neighborhood.
Like, all right, my neighborhood was gated. We didn't wear black all the time. It was like, and we knew everybody in the neighborhood. The people knew we were playing. If you did that in Florida in like a non-gated community, you might have gotten shot.
Well, yeah, and I mean this was New Jersey, and it was like a fairly like upscale neighborhood. Like we were.
So you aim with the pinky out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you just kind of come out and go, "Get off my lawn," and wave it around, and then
I don't think they
make a meme out of
the
you.
gun laws in Jersey are super strict.
Super strict.
Yeah, there's no way you'd.
But yeah, Manhunt used to be really fun. But I just am now realizing, we look like we're gonna rob fucking everybody's house.
Just you're slowly describing this to me. I'm like, it sounds pretty questionable.
That's so bad, dude.
Ugh. Anyhow, what were we talking about?
I don't even know. We were talking about the new movie that Nick Johnson's making, or made, and it's coming out next year or something like that. I saw a trailer for it.
What's it called?
Your own devices? No. I'm just gonna look it up. Fuck it. I know who's making it, so.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, right.
The Irregular Show is sponsored by the White Guy Podcast Kit. Are you bored with a friend of yours and have nothing to do? Buy the Fisher-Price White Guy Podcast Kit. It's everything you need in a starter podcast kit for two dumb white guys. Fisher-Price. I don't know. I feel like there's a good tagline there, but it's not working. Nothing comes to mind. The Wild Max Googles things on his phone.
Not Nick Johnson, first of all.
He fucks up what he's searching for, so he backspaces.
You shut your whore mouth.
Then he tries to insult me. As you can see, it didn't work because he's not very good at insulting me. He's only very good at insulting himself.
Self-reliance. It's called self-reliance.
Finally,
that took
he
me
remembers
so
his thought.
fucking long. No, but it's called self-reliance. It's got Anna Kendrick in it, and they kind of team up, and you can tell they're probably gonna fall in love because of the
Anna
whole
Kendrick's
situation. From Maine?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Dude, she's hot.
Like, she's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that directly into Mike.
Yeah, like, you're still going to pick it up, though. So.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do it directly into the mic.
Whatever.
Today's podcast brought to you by, what was it? Oh, the stupid underwear, the Zap Brannigan. We're just gonna say that. All right.
What the
But yeah, anyway, I'm excited for this movie. It looks good. Go watch it.
Okay.
A lot of good people are in this
All right,
movie.
that kind of a recommendation I guess I can get behind. A random one from Max. There we go. Hand from Max. He remembered something.
I'm gonna hit you with a brick.
No, you won't. So I'll see it coming, and you'll get a bigger brick back in the mail, and it'll punch you in the face.
In your face.
I'm going to punch your face in the face. Exactly. So anyhow, we've got a show or two to actually talk about today as well. What we wanted to do was reminisce a little bit back to our very, very young childhoods at...
Ben 10?
No, we're not doing Ben 10. It's not. No, I don't want to do Ben 10. It's not allowed. What we're doing is the Avatar: The Last Airbender today. We're going to discuss this show because it was so awesome and
Is so awesome.
is so awesome. I mean, well, oh my God, there is a new version of it coming out. Oh, Yes, give us. I mean, I think we spoke about this in the last podcast.
Yes, we did.
But like, I'm telling you, it's got the right people behind it. So
Let's talk about the original series.
all right,
How
all
about?
right.
We don't know. We haven't seen the new series yet, so let's talk about the original.
Seen a
series.
trailer.
You
Trailers
have.
count.
You have. I still haven't watched it. I just don't want to watch it. I don't know. I want to be. I want to be. I want to see. I want to be where the
wanna
people
be
are.
the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Anyhow.
Bam, bam.
Season 1 Avatar was kind of like interesting because we hate Zuko because he sucks. He's just like not fun to.
That felt good.
He's not a fun character. He's just hunting them and he looks ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, but he still has depth to his character.
Yeah, he does. But like we're learning about it. We're learning about Aang and Katara.
He's almost like Kylo Ren
Ugh. That's a bad comparison.
if they wrote him well.
Yeah, but you're starting from a flawed perspective immediately. Don't go there, girlfriend.
Yeah, I just wanted to piss you off.
like I just don't.
No,
do
he's
it.
not. He's actually nothing like Kylo Ren. He's an incredible character, just starting out. But when we started the show, we didn't think so because we don't know the
Yeah,
background.
his redemption
Now,
arc.
knowing the background,
His redemption arc was really good, but we didn't know it was coming. So
Yeah, it is. But it's one of the best redemption arcs in television, if I do say so myself.
yeah, in our early 2000s history for sure. It's funny because I didn't really get into this show until I was an adult because I watched, and not that I didn't like it as a kid. I watched
the
it
bulk
was
out of it
out
as
of
a kid.
order for me, so I was never caught it in order.
I didn't even care. I watched it whenever it was on.
Yeah, I mean, I only ever got like mostly only season 1 stuff.
God, do you remember when there was the 3 main channels, like Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon Network, and it was just like...
Yeah, I mostly only stuck between Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Question about that. Were your 3 channels all, like, right alongside each other, or were they, like, spread out?
Usually they were spread out. So
Mine were, like, if my channels were, like, numbered, they would be, like, 31, 32, 33.
Oh, that's interesting.
All in a
That was
row.
in Jersey though, because like
Yeah.
it varied wherever I was.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked.
So up in the Northeast, it was a little different.
Yeah.
At one point in the South, they were back to back to each other, but like it just whatever cable company we had, it always was changing. It was always just some weird bullshit going on. So it never really had any rhyme or reason to it. It was like 34 and like something in the 60s was Cartoon Network, I think 58 maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. It was all over the place.
Yeah, I used to be able to just go like, okay, nothing's on Disney, nothing's on Cartoon Network. Fuck, nothing's on Nickelodeon. Comedy Central, like.
Yeah, and then you have Nickelodeon last, so that like in case your parents walk in
Yeah.
and they see you watching some bullshit that like you shouldn't be watching.
Like the movie Still Waiting, where they show each other their balls.
Yeah, that's funny.
I believe it was actually just Waiting, not Still Waiting. Still Waiting is the sequel.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Well, what was your
Obviously.
favorite season of Avatar?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Processing.
It's really tough because I want to say season 2, but then I think about season 3 and like Zuko's redemption arc, Aang's new outfit, like the Fire Nation arc, Aang taking down the Fire Lord, like all of that together is a really good season 3, along with everything else that happens, obviously. But season 2 is just like the meat of the story.
Seasons 2 and 3 are miles better than season 1.
Well,
but season
obviously.
1 isn't bad.
Season 1 is amazing
it's just
still.
it's like a total setup.
Yeah.
And then seasons 2 and 3, they really put the pedal to the floor.
Yeah.
And
Have you ever thought about Monk Gyatso, how he decimated an entire battalion of fire soldiers by himself? Did you ever think about that when Aang finds his dead body, how there's all those Fire Lord soldiers dead in front of him?
I don't know.
Bro, he fucking took down a battalion on his own.
Yeah.
Probably did that, like, fucking suck their breath out shit. It's just like, fuck y'all!
Exactly. But
Laughed as he burned to death or some shit.
I mean, I think one of the cool side badass character is Kyoshi for sure.
Oh, Kyoshi's amazing.
Kyoshi's great because she's just
Kyoshi's always in Aang's ear going, kick his fucking ass.
she's like, yeah, I killed that motherfucker. What about it?
Yeah, I dropped him off a cliff, so?
And then it's funny too because he's like, you killed, like you kind of didn't really kill this guy. She's like, I don't really see the difference. I meant to do what I was doing. And he's like, I knew I shouldn't ask that bitch.
Yeah, he's like, when he's contemplating if he should kill the Fire Lord or not.
Yeah.
He brings Kyoshi out, and she's like, yeah, kill him. And he's like, yeah, I don't even know why I asked
Gotta
her.
do what you gotta do. He's like, knew I shouldn't ask that bitch. I knew that was gonna be the answer, and I just still asked anyway. Like,
I think the animators just wanted to show Kyoshi like one more time or something.
I mean, I'd actually enjoy watching a series about her.
You know what? Yeah, me too. You know what would have been really cool though, if Korra got to talk to Kyoshi more.
Ooh, I gotta tell you one thing about Korra that I didn't like.
What?
When they cut off the connection to all the past lives. I was like, that was one of the key things you had going for you in the entire series.
I mean, technically they restarted
you
it.
fucked it up. No, but
yeah, my concern, my major concern with it was like, fuck, how are they gonna do more avatars from here on out? But they restarted it. But then also, fuck, they restarted it. She can't talk to Aang anymore. She can't talk to Kyoshi, which I feel like Korra and Kyoshi would have been like a great.
Oh, they would have
duo.
been buddies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Kyoshi would be like, kill that guy, and Korra would be like,
You
yeah,
got it.
Yeah, I kind of figured you were gonna say
Yes,
that.
sir,
Let's
boss.
do it. Like, yeah, oh yeah. Kyoshi would be steering the wheel the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, I can just reincarnate myself. Fuck it. Like,
I mean, speaking of Earthbenders, one of my favorite characters in that entire series is Toph.
oh, she's a great.
Toph was
she's
just
an
so
amazing character.
funny the entire thing.
The whole every blind joke they make is just
Yeah, spot
hit.
on. Spot on.
Just hit. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was great. I like
Down to
so my one of my favorite moments in the entire series is when they discover her and she's like kicking everyone's ass in this underground fighting league for earthbending.
The boulder.
And they literally just parody The Rock from WWE and just call him the Boulder.
The boulder is not impressed by a little girl.
No, the Boulder is conflicted.
The boulder is conflicted by his feelings about fighting a little girl.
He's like, sounds like you're scared. And he's like,
The boulder is no longer conflicted.
and he proceeds to get his ass kicked by a little girl.
The boulder's a great character. I love the boulder. I am pro boulder.
Yeah, I mean, he comes onto their side at the end of the day anyway.
Well, yeah,
so.
he's just funny. That's why I like him.
He's a funny little insert character.
Yeah, like the cabbages guy, always great. My cabbages.
I know. Like, everyone's like, if he told the stories from his perspectives, you'd just be pissed off. Like, these people just keep fucking up my cabbages.
You know what I want to bring up real quick about Avatar? There's a scene. I Snapchatted it to you a long time ago. I have it saved because it bothers me that much. There's a scene where, you know, when Zuko finds the chick with the mole thing that has the nose, no eyes, and checks them by scent.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
So when they're doing that and they're tracking the Avatar, right? They find Katara's necklace. They get that scent. And then it cuts to the Avatar and the gang like going to that monastery, right? And then they leave the monastery and go to like the next town or whatever. And then it cuts to the mole and Zuko and the chick busting into that monastery and then running away. Not saying a single fucking word to the nuns, nothing. Like, just busting in, sniffing, running in another direction. All in one motion, right? Cut to one of the nuns finding the gang and being like, Avatar Aang, this boy with a scar on his face and a monster is tracking you. How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that? This is just a monster just jumped into your arena and then ran away. Like, you don't know anything. Like,
Was the will of God.
right? Like, she just fucking... Dude, that lady is Batman. I'm telling you right now. That is the Batman of the Avatar universe. She fucking deduced that shit in 3 seconds. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, a lot of people were looking for the Avatar and the gang, so it makes sense.
How did she see the fucking scar on his
How do
face?
you
They
know
literally...
that?
How do you know that? They literally busted into the fucking monastery and then busted out in the same, like, second. I guess her attention to detail is really good. Anyway, that really bothers me. I just have to point that out there.
Yeah, it's a continuity error, but like whatever. I mean, maybe it's not. Like there could be just something we're missing too. Like, but I mean,
I guess the unspoken thing is they were there longer than whatever. Anyway.
trying to make sense of that, didn't. So, good job.
Anyway, what's one of your favorite Toph blind jokes? I would say.
Look, there it is. And they all look, and she's like, "Blind, you dumb fucks."
That's what it would sound like when you guys find it, and they're like, "Oh." My favorite is when they're in the Fire Nation.
Well,
And
just the funniest, she goes like that. She waves her fucking hand in front of her face.
the John Cena
Like,
movie.
did you forget?
No, my favorite is when they're in the Fire Nation and she's causing all that trouble, and there's a wanted poster for her.
Oh,
and
when
Katara
she's
has told her no
doing
more
fuck
trouble.
shit. Yeah.
And then Katara storms up to her and goes, "What's this?" And just like puts the poster in her face, and she goes, "I don't know, piece of paper."
I assume, like,
What's on it? Like,
what's on it? I don't know.
I just love how often they forget that she's blind. Like, she's just one of the gang, man. She's just tough. She sees with echolocation.
a piece of paper, I assume.
Piece. But yeah, okay. I will say though, Sokka's a funnier character. Sokka's the funniest character in the show.
Yeah, he's the ironic character.
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's
rough, buddy.
That's tough, buddy.
I hate you. No, I do. I like any of the jokes. You know, yay, we're gonna be safe. And then the sea monster pops out from behind him. Universe, why do you always have to prove me wrong?
Thank you, universe.
Sokka.
Yeah, he's
Boomerang!
Dude, the universe puts him through it,
Oh
though.
yeah, for sure. And then he loses his fucking dope ass black sword.
Well,
Like,
yeah, not till the end.
yeah, but still he loses it. I like to think, I have a headcanon that he goes and finds that sword, and that's when he becomes general. He like makes that his mission to like before he's like, yeah, I'll take the promotion, but first I'll be right back. And then he like leaves for like a month because he gets lost.
Love your theories. Your theories are funny.
That's what they're there for.
I don't know. I think the way they ended it too in season 3, like season 3
Kill that motherfucker.
with like the halfway point being the invasion on the day of the Black Sun.
I like how it didn't work out.
Yeah, no, it was great because then you have a whole half a season left.
Yeah,
You're like,
like,
all right, Sozin's Comet's coming. What the fuck do we do?
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw it, I was like,
And people are in prison. It's like, and Aang knows zero firebending. It's like, okay.
yeah, that's right. He hadn't learned firebending up until that point because he
I'm
was
sitting
afraid
here going,
to.
we have like 12 episodes left. What the fuck's happening here?
Yeah, that was a good. See, that's why I'm like, I don't know if season 2 or season 3 are my favorite seasons, because season 3 just has so much good fucking content in it, but season 2 is like the meat and potatoes.
I think the follow through in season 3 makes it just a tad bit better than season 2.
Okay.
I liked a lot of the usage of Mark Hamill's, Fire Lord Ozai. He was great. It was great to see a lot more of that character that we hadn't seen a lot of yet.
Mark Hamill.
It was really good to see Azula go fucking nuts, because
Yeah,
like
that
her
character
downfall
was
was good,
done
and
really well.
that fight between her and Zuko at the end of the show is almost more interesting than Ozai versus Aang. Really, the only thing that kind of ends up being worth a fuck at the end of the day is Aang takes away his bending, and that becomes a thing in Korra later. But like the fight between Zuko and Azula is just, it's very well drawn. It's so well done. It's really cool.
And just like the positioning of it, and just how like, their flames are so different, but Zuko's flames are brighter and a little bit more orange now.
Yeah, he's using like fire bending the right way.
Yeah, he's cooler headed. He's using other bending styles in his fire bending, and then he's ready to take her lightning bolt. But then Katara shows up.
Yeah.
and she goes to direct it at Katara, so he has to dive in front of it instead of being able to like
do anything about it, yeah.
and like shoot it back at her or whatever. Which he was probably. I don't think he would have shot it back at her. What do you think? I think he would have like acted like he was going to, but then like that one scene, like when he's fighting the guy and he like shoots like right next to him, he would have done that. He would have like shot the lightning back like right next to her, proving I can kill you if I want, but you're my sister. I'm not going to.
The move, if you didn't want to kill her, would be to just point it to the sky. So.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Do you think he would shoot it back at her, or do you think he would just like shoot it like up to the sky?
I mean, he's peak character arc. He's learned all his lessons. I think he wouldn't do it.
Okay. I think he would not try and hit her with it if he did want to. If he did wind up, but I don't think he would shoot it
like,
near her.
If it crosses you, you're fucked. Like it's just you pretty much die. Like there's nothing.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's a show, so I'm sure they could have shown it where it goes right past.
I'm glad
her.
they didn't do an ass pull because I wouldn't have liked an ass pull where like, oh, he does it and kills her.
Oh no, I love the direction they went with it, where he has to dive in front of Katara to save her, showing his character growth. You know, coming full circle, saving Katara, even though she kind of doesn't really like him.
But you see what I mean about this fight being so much deeper.
Oh yeah,
than just Ozai versus.
Yeah.
Aang. It's like the entire pinnacle of the show is supposed to like the climax is supposed to be on Ozai and
that
Aang.
winds up being like big monster fight. Like,
yeah,
you know,
it's like you knew
it's
that was
just-
coming, but I was like, I want to see Zuko beat the shit out of Azula.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like, because she's losing her shit, which is great.
And she's been a bitch the whole fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point where she loses her fucking friends, Ty Lee and Zuko's girlfriend. There, what's her name? Mai, yeah.
May.
Yeah,
It's
May.
May. It's May. Spelled Mai.
Ty Lee and May, like they totally like are like, you are fucking losing your mind. This is a little fucked, and they betray
Like,
her.
We're out. Yep.
So
And for that, I'm out.
I'm just pissed that we didn't get to see Azula's redemption arc, and we didn't get to see Zuko's mom, like what happened to her.
Yeah,
I mean, you do in the comics, but like,
yeah, I was
give
gonna
me
say, we do in the
that
comics.
content, please.
Yeah, I want
If
a
you're-
show of the in between.
I tell you what,
I've said this before, but
if they do it justice in the new live action show,
what if they show Zuko's mom?
I would be like, all right, if you get to the point where it's the end and like you do it right, keep going. Give me the Zuko's mom.
Keep going. Give me
Just-
Zuko's mom. Give me her.
And then show Azula's redemption arc as well.
Yeah.
Keep going after that. Fuck it. Go all the way until like Aang dies and then Korra's a thing. I don't care. Netflix would give them the money. It's gonna. I know you're not
As long
looking
as
forward
it
to
succeeds.
it. If it's
It's
good,
not that I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just not getting my hopes up. I'd say I think that's the best way to put it. I'm just not getting my hopes up because what if what if it's not good?
I don't like to live my life in what ifs. So I'm just like, all
Well,
right, I'm
I
gonna
do,
take it for
motherfucker.
what it is. You know? Living in the now, okay?
I'm living in the now. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know where you fucking live. You live in fucking space.
I live under a rock.
All right, two very different answers there. Anyhow, I think that's enough on Atla for one day. That was a good 20, 30, I don't know.
The Fire Nation killed my mom. Like, we get it, Katara.
Fire Nation bad. Anyhow,
We didn't even talk about Katara or Aang, honestly.
dude, they're not actually the least interesting characters to me.
I wouldn't say they're the least
Or not,
interesting
well,
characters.
of the main ones. I'm not going to say the least interesting.
Really? I would say in order it would go probably like ooh, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. Zuko.
Okay. I don't think people will hate you for that number
No,
one.
but I think the order I'm going to put this in cuz I don't know. I didn't plan this ahead. So Zuko, Aang, Katara,
Any day now.
Toph,
Okay.
and Sokka. Sokka's my favorite character, but I think character building wise, he stays the same the whole show for the most part.
Yeah, he doesn't go. Well, he does go through some character change.
He does, but
But it
like he's
takes a
still
while.
the silly
It
Sokka
takes a while.
we have.
There's his development kind of happens in that one sword arc.
Yeah,
That's about it.
basically. But like he matures, but he's still that goofball, and that's why I love him so much.
And he stayed true to himself.
Yeah, exactly. But like Katara, she went through a lot of change. She went from me, the Fire Nation killed my mom to bloodbending motherfuckers to being like, all right, to going to take revenge on a guy using bloodbending, and then she was like, you're not worth it. And that whole development is really good on her part.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would rank her above Toph, because Toph is just...
I don't know. She's just fun to me because
She's fun, yeah.
I'd
but
go
that's
Zuko,
it.
Toph, Katara, and then...
Yeah, but I'm going from like who the most interesting character development. That's kind of how I was ranking them.
That's fine. I think that's a good place to end it, though. So
Yeah. I just wanted to end it.
yeah, I was like I wanted to move on, but then you said rankings. I was like, all right, I'm interested in this, so I'll let you go. But now we have to move on to the Adventure Time update. So I'm on season 9.
What am I on? I'm on season 3. Season 3, episode 13.
Yeah, I think I'm on like season. I'm at like the end of season 9. It's like episode 10. Jake is blue.
Jake is blue. I want the Marceline. I want to talk about that Marceline memory episode.
One of my favorites.
That was a really good episode. I really enjoyed watching that.
When you texted me, you said, "Oh, I got to that episode." I was like, "What'd you think?"
Well, I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought the twist at the beginning was dope because just the guy coming in and tricking them into stealing Marceline's memory about the breakup, and then it turns out to be her ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It was just great. That was good writing. I honestly didn't see it coming.
I mean, for only a 12-minute time slot, it's like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. And just, that whole episode was great.
I like the logical way that they solved it, too.
Yeah.
Because it was, Finn was smart. He's like, nope, I've got a memory of that. So,
Baby Finn.
And then, yeah, you do get Baby Finn, too.
If you're an evil witch, I will punch in your bones.
It's just, actually, I think that became pretty memeable at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. But then, the episode after that with Lemon Grab, that was...
One of my favorite moments is at the end of that episode.
I remember seeing that.
I sent you that clip so many times.
I remember seeing the Lemon Grab episode when I was younger, and I thought, this motherfucker is the most annoying creature to ever exist in any continuity ever. Like, more than Jar Jar Binks. No offense to his actor. We love him. He's okay in our book. It's just the character Jar Jar Binks. We're not big fans of
You get some redemption in Clone Wars.
He does, and we're not going to shit on him, but I'm just saying he's not our favorite.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, well, he's not our favorite. Anyway, I did not like Lemon Grab when I was younger. I still find him annoying, but in a good way now. Like, it's funny to me how annoying he is. And then at the end of the episode, hey, yo, Earl, you're fired, you butt. And then his off-screen scream just...
Justin Roiland.
Yeah. Great voice actor.
Such a shame about his weirdness. But
Yeah.
I think he was just, like, acquitted. But don't quote me on that. But it's like weird that he even had those accusations. It's such a shame. He was such a good voice actor. So now he's blacklisted, but...
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's there, and we were talking about this earlier together. But the world building in this show is just incredible. Like, if you're not paying attention fully,
my first assumption when I first started watching it, like when I was a huge hater on it, it was like, oh, this just looks like instead of like regular show when the acid drops at some point, it just looks like someone's perma tripping.
Yeah,
like because there's so many colors that are super fucking bright, and I'm like, this is just barfing rainbows at me. That's what it kind of feels like, and especially in season 1 when you're trying to start it like chronologically, those first fucking couple of episodes are just terrible. Like, I bet I would go back and watch them now and be like, oh, okay, I understand it now. I think it's funny, but starting that way, I was a weak spot for sure.
Listen, for me, like for shit like that, once I get through a show like a series. Like Parks and Rec, I actually don't go back and watch season 1 anymore. Once I got through it and I got the character building, I was like, all right, I'm good. So whenever I restart Parks and Rec, I start from season 2. Which is weird, I understand, but like I just don't like season 1 that much. Like I had to struggle through it to understand the characters. Now I understand the characters. I don't need to watch this shit anymore.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's kind of like The Office as well.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, season 1's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, I usually skip that too.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Steve Carell doesn't have his hair plugs yet. So
Yeah.
he's balding. He looks super weird.
It does. It is a jarring when you've only watched season 1 once, and then you're like, you know what? I'll go back and watch it, and then you see him like that, you're like, no. I'm gonna season two.
Yeah, and Wig Jim. Ugh, it's a mop. It's just a straight up mop for a wig.
Marriage.
That's Community.
Yeah, I know. I just love that line. It's so funny.
Yeah,
We need to talk about that show one of these days.
put it in your back pocket. Because I'd have to rewatch that show.
I do too.
Um,
But who's your favorite character just without rewatching it? Just think about it off the top of your head if you remember anything. I've watched it a bunch of times. So I know. Oh, actually, yeah, I know.
Fuck, I really like a lot of them. I actually really like Chevy Chase's character.
Oh,
super
I did
funny.
not expect you to say that.
He's not
No.
my favorite, but like I like people. I mean, he's an asshole, and that's why he left, but or got written off. But
Yeah, that's why he left. No, he got written off,
he's a-
motherfucker.
He's a dick. Like that's why.
Hey, man.
But his character was super funny. I really enjoyed it for what it was. Him and Dan Harmon though butted heads. You
Yeah.
don't do that with the writer.
I
It's
do love
just-
whenever Jeff calls like what Pierce is going to say next. Like when he's like, and Pierce will make a racist comment in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And then like literally a minute goes by and he goes, you know, I thought Eartha Kitt was blah, 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 blah. And it's like, wow, that was right on the fucking money.
Yeah, I really like Troy and I really like Britta.
Troy is my favorite for sure.
Troy's-
Abed's second favorite.
Yeah, I actually like for the women. I like Britta. She's funny.
Really?
She is annoying at times, but then
Yeah.
she's like,
I think
it's funny to me because like her character is written like this environmentalist, but she's fucking stupid, which is
Well,
great.
yeah, but then in like later seasons, they kind of drop the environmentalist thing and they just leave her stupid, and it's very annoying to me. Like she just kind of remains the worst in later seasons, and that's about it for her character.
What's the Jewish girl again? I forget her name.
Annie.
Annie. Yeah, she's pretty good too. I like her.
She's my favorite of the women. You know what? It might be Shirley actually.
Yeah.
Shirley's it's Shirley. Shirley's
topic.
fucking hilarious.
Let's get back on topic. Back on topic.
Yvette Nicole Brown, great actress. Anyway, what was on topic? I don't even remember.
Adventure Time. You dumb
Oh,
fuck.
Adventure Time, yeah. No, the world building in that show is really good. Like that episode where they're, Jake's trying to get Finn over his fear of the ocean, and they're underwater, and you see like the destroyed city in the background.
Hamill's version of fear.
And you get Mark Hamill's version of fear.
It's quite the interesting character.
All right, you lost it. You had it. You lost it.
never had it.
That's why I'm not trying.
You're a bitch.
You're a bitch. You're a poop nose.
Shut up, Kyle. You know what? I think that when I finally do eventually end up kicking your ass, it's going to be when you call me a poop nose in the moment. I'm just going to get up and fucking beat the shit out of you. Just because it's canon.
Why? Because I'm a chicken?
Yes, you said it, not me.
Fuck. No, but anyway, back to Adventure Time. Now I'm steering the topic back.
Yes.
No, but back to Adventure Time. I mean, you're on season 9, right?
Yeah, season 9, they just went through that ice bitch that comes out. I forget her name.
I don't remember her name either, but back like on the second round of the elementals, like after the ice.
It's the Elementals arc.
Yeah.
When they come back from the island after Finn meets his mom.
She was frozen under the ocean. She froze herself in a ball and sucked to bottom of the ocean.
Who?
The ice bitch that you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you had to clarify. Because I was talking about Finn's mom, and then you interjected with a thought. Do not interrupt, sir.
Knock, knock.
Your mother. Exactly.
Knock, knock.
anyhow,
Knock, knock.
I'm not going to fucking answer you. Shut up. Okay.
Knock, knock. I just had to do it
Real
one more
close.
time.
Real fucking close. So anyhow, basically I'm in the Elementals arc. I just finished that one where all of the elements take over, and it's like super extreme because this ice bitch did an experiment and it went wrong. I was actually a little bit underwhelmed with how her character was handled, because it just kind of seemed like, yeah, I fucked it up. I don't know what to do. It's literally all it is. I'm like, okay, so it's just up to Finn, Ice King, and Betty, and then Betty fucking, like, the whole time you're like, all right, she's gonna fuck you over. She's laughing like an evil, crazy person. It's crazy. It's pretty fun. I actually like her character a lot. When she comes into the fold as with the magic hat on and all that shit. But you know, at the end of the day, she fucks it up, or no, she doesn't fuck it up. Ice King is like, hey, you left my friend behind, Finn.
Yeah, like when he drops fucking Princess Bubblegum in the fucking Lich's pit. He just always fucks it up. He just always
It's like, I
fucks
got
it
you.
up.
Whoops.
Like, you can go free now, and just lets her go above the fucking pit of fucking radioactivity and shit. Like,
Whoops.
oh no, and then he just flies away. Like,
Yeah, the evolution of his character is really fun.
oh yeah, gets even better.
I like it when we get bits of Simon.
Yeah,
So yeah, but now that Jake is basically full alien form, I'm like, okay, how are we gonna fix this one? And I don't know how that ends yet, so don't tell me.
I actually don't know. I just know that it does get fixed.
Yeah,
Obviously, like,
I'm like, yeah, they're literally hinting at it in the episode I started before
I
you
just
got
don't.
here.
I remember seeing it on TV a while ago, but I don't remember like how they fixed it. I remember seeing him in alien form.
It's just funny. Well, the only scene I've seen so far is them eating breakfast at the table, and Finn's like, I don't know, what's up, buddy? How you feeling? And BMO's sitting at the end of the table like, like scared as fuck.
BMO's a
crying.
great character.
And then like Jake does something. He's like, "Oh, I'm normal," and his eyes go all fucked up, and he grows wings. And BMO's like, ah, just like gets up and runs away. It's like, that's not Jake. It's just so fun. Oh, BMO's great. I like the little arcs that BMO gets.
Yeah.
The little like imaginary worlds that she comes up with are really funny.
That time when she transports Finn and Jake into the video game. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna enjoy watching this show and rewatching this show. Actually.
I think I'm gonna really enjoy rewatching the show.
Yeah, because I've got to get
'Cause I'm the
through.
lore man.
Yes, I know. Well, you're the lore man. Now you're actually doing it the proper way by watching the fucking show and not just listening to YouTube videos like a douche.
Skadoosh.
You're a douche. Oosh boosh, you're a douche.
Bibbity bobbity.
Oh, yeah?
I got the
Well,
glockety. Blah,
Baba
blah.
Booey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, Baba Booey.
That's all you have to say about that, isn't it? That's all you can say.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I don't know. Well, I think that's a lot of Adventure Time. I'm excited to see how it ends.
Oh, I'm excited for you to see how it ends.
I mean,
because I remember how
I'm
it
right
ends.
there. I'm gonna probably finish it today. There's only like 13 episodes in each of the last 2 seasons, so which I'm like, no more new content, but whatever. No spoilers.
Oh no, I was just thinking of something that might get my ass kicked, so I'm contemplating whether or not I should say it.
Don't do it.
No, I was just gonna bring up the fact that you can tell what episode of the podcast we're on by what chairs we're sitting in.
No, that wasn't as bad, honestly. But you're an idiot because that makes no sense.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Just remember, you got to be in the know to know, you know?
Well, I think that's about the end of today's episode for the irregular show. Ooh.
Oh, wow. First of all, don't fuck that up. They will come for us. I don't know who they is. But we're not going to read out of the Book of Wisdom?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You know what?
He wanted to end the episode early. He's trying to get rid of me.
Yeah, I want to kick him out of my house.
My house. In the middle of a...
But before we
lake.
go, a reading from the Book of Wisdom according to Max.
Amen.
Glory to you, Max.
Glory be to the max.
This story
that's
is
actually sounds
untitled.
Well, it's titled. I just put it at the end so that it would
Oh,
surprise
okay.
him, because I think it's stupid,
All right, this one's actually coherent somewhat, which is interesting.
except for the spelling.
Ancient being, around for the same existence as beings such as... Null
Yeah, no.
and Galactics. Basically,
Galactus.
Darkseid except was defeated by Odin's
Father.
You have like random drawings breaking up your sentences. Like, why? Then where you didn't spell where correctly because you forgot the E. Where he was destroyed, his power descent was split into 5 pieces and scattered across the universe. I don't know why I thought this was coherent.
I don't know either.
Galactics captured one fragment and
Galactus.
disguised as the power of Cosmic.
Power Cosmic. Oh my God. I didn't write of, did I?
No.
Okay.
One fragment went on to become the serpent. One fragment, through its mystical and ancient properties, passes through time, combined itself with Bruce Boner's...
Banner.
It doesn't say Banner. Bruce Boner's psychic. I'm just imagining an erect Hulk. He's like, Hulk smash!
Hulk smash that booty.
Bruce Boner.
Anyway, keep going. It gets worse better.
Bruce Banner's psychic, and when he was...
Psyche. What the fuck? It's supposed to be
that
psyche.
looks like a C, dude. And when he was exposed to... What word is that? Gamma. Oh, you're trying to write gamma rays. But handwriting is atrocious.
I didn't think anyone but me would ever read out of this fucking notebook.
The creation of his alter ego, imaginary friend,
No, it's canon that
into
the Hulk came from Bruce Banner's imaginary friend because he was his father, like, you know.
The Hulk came from Bruce Boner. All right. Another fragment was lost to the furthest hidden corner of the universe.
Fuck yeah.
Cliche as fuck. And the final piece was imbued to an Earthling. Who?
Oh shit! That's where that came. That's where my character comes from.
Oh, you're in this one.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
Who, when fused with this power, was put through a time paradox, living his life as a normal human while at the same time becoming an incredible space warrior. When his normal human. Oh.
I
What?
assume.
That is not a U.
I assume
that is
it's
an A.
Human.
Normal Hammond self reach the age of 24. He was reunited with his alternate self, right there. What does it say? Carrying?
Giving?
Giving all of his ability. No, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Like that's not a word. That is scribble. All of his abilities not yet having full power or full control over his powers. He then took off into space and decided to surpass his full potential with a custom suit he built that he also outfitted. You spelled outfitted wrong. To make himself nigh unstoppable. N-I-G-H. What the fuck word is that? That's not a word.
It's nay.
Oh, I see you tried to write an E and an I. Okay. You tried. You failed, but you tried.
You failed.
And you fail.
And you fail.
Unstoppable bounty hunter in the universe. At a certain point in Thanos' crusade against life in the universe, he needed something from the Collector. The Collector had learned of these 5 powerful fragments. You're just writing the Avengers. And made his price the one piece he believed Thanos could retrieve for him.
One Piece is real.
Thanos succeeds after a great battle, to which the Collector has a special case waiting for him for said human. Fast forward to Infinity War. Did you just copy Infinity War?
Just hush.
Okay.
I added myself to it.
Oh, here you are. Max is released in attacks Thanos.
Yeah!
Do you die immediately? No?
No.
And
I have
Thanos with the
superpowers.
reality, space, and power stones to create a blast against Max. Look how it's in parentheses, Max.
Well, I think what it was I wanted to put a character in there, and I just put my name as a placeholder.
I just read a huge error. This is awesome.
What?
Which only pushed him off nowhere. KNOW.
Yeah, that's the name of the planet.
Oh, it's the name of a planet. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you just misspelled nowhere. I was like, no fucking way. And destroying his right arm.
Yeah.
Oh, just like Finn.
Now, if you had ever watched Legion of Superheroes, this is inspired from a scene from that.
The power that erupts from his open wound teleported him to an unknown world. He in pain begs the ancient powers that be to help him. The All-Fathers answer his pleas with the Bifrost teleporting him to Nivedillir, where he begs the dwarf to make him a replacement arm. He does this because
Not begging.
Thor had just charged the forge enough to make another weapon. Max now has a dark silver
Uru.
Uru
It's the
arm,
metal.
Uru right arm with an Asgardian seal on the shoulder, his arm to focus his ancient power and go on to use its full potential. Max then thanks the dwarf and flies off thanks to his powers to go find Thanos. And
I have powers to find Thanos. Cool.
Avengers Cosmic Chaos. That is the title. It's literally just Infinity War with you inserted. Like, there is not a single fucking original idea in this bitch.
Yeah, there is. No, actually, no, it's all inspired by other things.
Yeah, it's like you Silver Surfer'd your right arm, and that's about it.
Well, so in the Legion of Superheroes, in like the second season, I believe, like some shit goes down.
Did you give yourself a big dick too?
No, a little dick.
It's canon. He said it. It's canon.
It's canon. Gotta trade some things off. But so Lightning Lad gets his arm blasted off by this giant laser, and then like since he's got lightning powers, the lightning like explodes at him and like destroys a bunch of shit around him, and like Brainiac 5 is like trying to fix him and shit. And they give him like this really cool cybernetic arm, and that's kind of where the inspiration of that came from. Also, at a certain point in the comics, Thor gets an Uru arm, but his is black.
Uru. Uru.
Uru?
Is that what it is?
A Subaru?
I think that'll do it for the Irregular show today.
I didn't shit my pants today, so that's good news. So
Make sure that your bowel movements are regular on the Irregular show.
yeah, make sure your bowel movements are regular, but your show is irregular. Remember, trademark.
That's all we have, folks. See you next time.
That's all, folks.